What's up, y'all? It's your girl T, and you are now tuned in to Growing Through It with T. And this is my first video that I decided to make. I haven't made a video in 5 months since my dad passed away. And because it is the 27th and today makes 5 months, I want to do a video with my friends and come back and talk to you all about a whole bunch of stuff. So the first thing we're gonna talk about right now is before we even get to that, hey y'all.
Hey girl.
We gonna catch up real quick. Because all of us have been super, super busy and super focused. So we're gonna start with the top. I don't even know how it looks to y'all on y'all screen, but let's start with Delise. What you been doing? What you got going on?
Working and studying for EM, which is a lot.
Right.
A lot of studying, a lot of tests. Just a lot.
Yeah.
Show you the book.
That's it is book, Delise.
Lord. Okay. Look how thick this damn book is.
God damn.
Okay, so this is the question.
Yeah.
I have to know this whole thing.
Why'd you pick EMT and what makes you want to do it? What do you like about it? What do you don't like about it? And how do you feel like this is going to affect tomorrow?
Okay, so pretty much I always wanted to do something in medical. I was just taking my time, slow roll. So the opportunity, applied for it, was hired for it, and now they are pretty much teaching me how to be an EMT. So I'm doing an EMT class, which I get paid for. What I like about it is the fact of helping people.
Right.
Like, I've been riding on trucks and doing transportation. That's the basic. And I've been in contact or interacting with some pretty, I wouldn't say interesting, but some nice people. We have older people, we have babies. So just to interact with them and actually like help them, like get from A to B, for their health or whatever it can be, it's pretty cool. Right now, it's nothing that I don't like about it. I can be honest with that. It's nothing that I don't like about it. So far, everything I do, okay, no, I'm lying.
What you
In class, we have lecture days. Like today, we had a lecture day, and I drank about 3 cups of coffee because I was tired of shit. So that's what I don't like about it. But other than that, I like it.
Okay. All right, Mel. What about you? What you got going on? What you been doing? Where you been? We really are catching up right now. And I like this.
I ain't been doing nothing for real. I've been working, of course. You already know. I'm deciding to go back to school so I can switch careers. So I was supposed to.
Okay.
I wanted
Why
to
do you want to switch careers?
Well, I'm not really passionate about the post office. I mean, it's a good career, but it's not for me. Been there for 10 years and I just want to do something else.
Right.
So yeah, it's physically and mentally draining. I want this
What
to
are
be.
you going back to school for? Or going to school for?
Coding. I used to do computer programming when I first went to school, and then I was playing. I was young. I wanted to have fun. So I'm going back. So I'm really excited about it. So I'm ready to certified and really do something else and advance in my career.
Okay. What about you, Tiara?
I ain't been doing nothing. Working, baby.
And what do you do? And what do you like to do? And all of that?
What do? I work at the hospital. I take care of patients, make sure they are safe and not hurting themselves. I'm also going to be doing little class, the PCT class, patient care tech.
Mhm.
And once that gets started, I'll be switching my career from patient sitter to PCT now.
Okay, cool. I still work in the prison, y'all. I've been working in prison since 2013, swapping from state, federal, county, like just all over the place. And I could still say that it is a passion of mine because you do get to interact with people in the lowest points of their life. And you're not cutting out, you do get to hear like different stories and give your opinions and help people throughout their journey. I will say I don't care for politics of it. And sometimes like with that job, it really depends on who you work with, how your day goes. But overall, I still like law enforcement. I went back to school 2 months ago for another degree in criminal justice for the bachelor's, and I want to do the accelerated master's course. But it's hard, really hard to focus. I've been doing it by any means necessary. And it's just a lot to deal with, especially after you lose somebody and it's like you don't know who you are anymore. Like you're the same person, you look the same, but it feels like an empty spot. And it's weird. Like you never know how much you miss somebody until it's like little things that bother you. Okay, for example, earlier today, I was in a store and I was trying to buy some stuff because V is really sick or whatever. And I remember I said, "Oh, I got some pig feet in the refrigerator." The first thing that came to my mind, all respect to Ramadan, I do got pig feet. But the first thing that came to my mind was, "Dang, how long you been in the refrigerator?" And I wanted to call my dad and ask him, was it still okay to eat it? Because it was in the refrigerator. And I thought about it. I'm like, damn. Yeah, that's some. But so the first thing we're gonna talk about is grief. And we're gonna talk about when the last time you feel like you grieved, because grieving is not a parent, it's not a person in death. Grieving could also break down into you losing a friend. It could break down to a relationship or even just losing yourself. So just for a conversation starter, let's talk about grief, the last time you grieved, and what are you doing to get through it? I'll go last because I ain't got no keys for this, and I think it's best if I do it. So I'm gonna start with Mel.
I think I don't really deal with stuff, so I feel like grieving for me is like an ongoing thing. It's like it goes away and then it comes back. So for me, like I'll have like dreams or something and it feels real, like the person, my loved one that passed away, and it's like something that reminds me of them, like a smell or a food or something like that. And I just feel like that's my moment and I just be in deep thought, like, dang, they really gone or whatever. And sometimes even though time has passed, it's just like it's still unbelievable to be. It's like
What was your last grievance situation?
well, probably like my best friend that passed away, Ruth.
Mhm.
And that's kind of like really hard because we were the same age. And I remember like times that she was here and I'd be reminiscing, and sometimes I just can't believe that she's gone. And it's kind of, it get hard sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, Delise, what about you?
As far as grief, all right, so I wouldn't say the last time as my father being in June here. So with that, as far as grief, it's just something that you have to live with rest of your life. It's like they say it get easier and it does. Okay. One of the kids. That should be in the bed already. But so they say it get easier, it does. It's not more so like it's just like you have to live with it. It's like you just have to live with the simple fact that this person is no longer here. Like there's tons of things that reminds me of him. Tons of things like my kids never met him. So it's like just always think of that. And then also like the kid's father, well not their father, but their grandfather, his father. He passed away in COVID. So that brought up memories of how it felt when it first happened.
Yeah.
So it's continuous. And then with your father. With me, it's just so like people that I love that loses people, like fathers.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Take your time.
Bitch, you know I'm ugly when I cry. Don't do that.
She gotta let it out. Let it out the end. And this is a tough and touching subject for all of us.
Yeah.
Give her a moment.
Why are we talking about this?
You
I felt
gotta
like
get
it was time. I feel like I needed to finally talk. And I would rather talk with people that
Alright.
are super close to me.
I'm back.
And there we go. Okay.
All right, so pretty much me going through it before other people that I love went through it. It's like I never wanted you to go through it, as well as Rob, his father. So yes. Okay, it's time for bed. Wait, my bedtime. You're welcome. Okay, so thank you. So basically, experiencing it for myself, I never want other people to.
Right.
Obviously, life and what happens in life that we can't control. So as far as like real grief, that was the last time I experienced grief, but then I also experienced it with other people.
Yeah.
So how to get over it? You can't get over it.
You can't. Because it seemed like it just keep happening around you and it reminds you of just
Like
everything.
it reminds you all the time. And it's like growing up in Newark, you know somebody who passed away. And it's like you become numb to it. But then I'm not trying to say that matter. They do. Then when it's that person, it's like it's a whole different ballgame. Like a whole different. So I mean, it's not that it gets easier. It's just more so that it's life. out of our hands. It's like we don't know where we're gonna go. So it's like we just have to continue to live with, think of what they like want for us. They want us to be happy. They don't want us to be sad all the time. And that's just how I move forward. But is it hard? Hell yeah.
It's so hard. It's so hard to just move on. Like it's
And it's not even necessarily like moving on.
but trying to be okay with it.
And
Trying to deal with it is even hard. Even
it
going
became a new norm. Like this is your new norm. Not being able to pick up the phone. Not being able to celebrate birthdays. It's
Like
a new
I'm
norm.
dreading, I think I'm dreading like, cause his birthday is next month, and then Father's Day. Like I have a plan to go up to the gravesite, but it's still not. The, I think I just got to deal with that as it comes. But it's gonna suck because when April comes, the 27th is gonna come, and then it's his birthday, but it also makes 6 months that he been gone. So it's like you don't know how to. I'm not gonna say you don't know how to process it, but I am gonna say that it sucks because you can't see them, and it's like it's selfish for you to want somebody to stay when you know that they were sick. And they needed to be, free of all of that. But sometimes you just feel like, dang, I needed you a little more. Like it's never enough. Like 32 years wasn't enough. But Tiara, go ahead.
I'm fucking right now. Go ahead.
Let's hear grief. When's the last time you grieved and how you deal with it?
I really like grieve. It was I grieved my cousin. My cousin recently passed, but it wasn't like losing my mom. I lost my mom when I was 19 years old. I had a birthday party. She just turned 1. We had it on a repast. Everything was just a lie. It was like my daughter's birthday. We had a repast, and it was a lot of mixed emotion. Even today, when in May comes around, I still get emotional. Like I'm still emotional. Like that pain don't never go away. You just learn how to suppress it, and the more you suppress it, it feels like you're getting better, but you don't get better.
Right.
And it's not easy, nor is it comfortable, nor is it you're never equipped to deal with grief. Like you're not hard. It's very fucking every day, even when you're moving on in your regular life, it's hard. It's really hard because there's times when you, like for instance, for me, like I can be like, yeah, well, I wonder if such and such my mom know how to do this, and I'd be like, all right, well, I wish I could call her. What's the recipe to this? Or just why my finger feel funny?
Right.
I can't do that. It's like it's hard. You really want them to be there. Yeah, and it's selfish for want her there. My mom passed away of cancer. It's selfish, but I still be wanting her here sometimes. But I'm only human. I'm only human. And it's being a parent, not having your parent there to help guide you along the way is even harder. Yeah, we have family, friends to all be around you, but to have your parents, somebody that raised you from a child, to just be gone and can't help you, with your child, it's fucking difficult. Or just regular everyday shit. Like, it's fucking difficult. But you learn to deal with it. Not deal with it, but put it in the back of your mind for the most part, so you could get through your everyday and just deal with it. But it's really never really dealt with. No
Right.
matter how you say you're dealing with it, oh, it's gonna be easier, everything's gonna be okay. I hate when people say that shit because everything is not gonna be okay. It's different. My
You
world
know
is
what I
not.
realized? I realized that when a situation like this happened, you see all the people that care. Like everybody comes out and everybody hits you up, and it would be people that you didn't even think cared or was paying attention or watching or anything. They'll come out and they have so many stories and they have so many words. And in a moment when you hear it, it's like you're so numb that you can't receive it. So sometimes I notice now, being that it's months later, I will go back and read some of the messages like, oh wow, this was good. Or I couldn't really pay attention to it then, but now it means a lot or whatever. But I think people don't realize that grieving don't start when you find out. When you get that phone call, you be so stuck into,
It's
oh
like a
wow.
state.
It's like you would know, like a lot of us like that did lose people, they were sick. You know what I mean? So it was like you knew it was gonna happen. You was there in their lives. You watched them change. You watched them go from this super strong person to somebody that just kind of depended on everybody. And you know that's not their character. You know they wouldn't like it. And you know that if they could just get up, they would, but they can't. And you want them to not be hurting, but at the same time, you just want to keep it. Grieving don't start then. Like grieving to me starts when the phone calls stop. Like in the beginning, you have so many people overwhelming you with, I'm here for you. If you need this, I'm there. I'm this, I'm this. And they call and they call and they call and they call. So you place yourself in so many different phone calls in the beginning, but the moment the calls stop and nobody's talking about it no more, everybody's back. Like you'll look on social media and people went from, oh, I'm so sorry for you and this and the third, but now they're back in their regular lives and they're back to baby daddy drama, fighting, arguing about typical stuff on social media. But now you gotta face this. Like this is your life. And all the sorries are gone and all of the love that is supposed to be given out, people are back to their normal lives. And it's like, okay, now this is my normal. How am I supposed to deal with like simple stuff? Like I went to my mom and dad house to see my dad, you know? Like, of course I love my mom and all of that, but I'm so used to seeing him there. So now, like I will often ask her to come to my house because going there, the first thing I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna walk in the room and then he's not there, and it's like I want to go home because how am I laugh and joke without hearing him in the room? Bring me something to drink or just something funny, you know what I mean? Or just who did that to your hair? Or just hearing him talk mess or just it don't feel the same. It don't look the same. It smell like him and it just smell like him so bad. And it's like you hear but you're not here. And I don't know. I feel like we should switch the mood.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for a shot? Mhm. I got 1800. What you got, Mel?
Terramana.
Y'all ain't got little shot glasses. I don't have a shot glass.
Girl, pick up your cup and take this shot and shut
I've
up.
been drinking already. Do say.
We gotta switch the mode. Tierra.
I got do say.
1, 2, 3. Shot, shot, shot. Shot o'clock. Ooh. Okay, let's talk about something else. So with the kid, all of us been working and back in school, and we trying to focus on these bigger picture because we got kids and we got stuff that we want. Because we always say it's for the kids, but let's be clear. We got a life that we need to live too. And in order for us to take care of these kids the way that we expect them to be taken care
Turn it
of,
off.
we got to do what's best for us. And we got to treat ourselves a certain way so we can live in our best life. I'm trying to switch subject, y'all. Come on, help me.
Nope.
No, don't tell me no. So a lot of people been doing this self-care thing. I'm big on self-care, but what are we really saying when we talk about self-care? What do y'all feel like self-care is to y'all? Because to me, I feel like self-care is not being selfish. It's not saying I'm putting me above everything else, but I feel like it's I feel like it's taking the time to get to know you and figuring out what is it that I need for myself to be a better version of myself so the people around me can have better energy around them. What do you think about self-care, Delise? Are you in a self-care era, or what are you doing to maintain you? Other than working, school, kids. What are you doing to balance it? Because a lot of times as females, especially, and men too, because there's a lot of guys out here, we may not know, but there's a lot of single dads out here. Or just,
It is.
even if you're not a single dad, like, you could get caught up in this routine that you don't even realize that you're in. Like, it'll be like, wake up, cook, clean, do this, do homework, go to work, spend all your time at work, come home, do something with these kids, clean up again, cook again, lay down. And what time of the day did you actually sit down and think about you? So, what you doing, Delise?
Nothing. Honest truth, nothing. My life right now is just the same thing repeatedly. Wake up, take care of the kids, either so if it's weekday, go to school, go to work, come home, cook, make sure they wash up, study. Right now, it's no self-care.
But do you think that's just because you're in like a grind mode to finish this EMT class, or do you feel like you just stuck in this because you don't know where to start?
So right now, like before, it was more so like I was stuck in. Right now, because of what I'm doing, it's grind mode. Once I finish this, oh yeah, self-care all the way. I'm going to the spa. I'm gonna literally take care of me.
And we going on a girls trip.
Girls trip, take care of me. Right now, this is what it is. And because it's so normal to me, it just is what it is. And I know that once I finish with this, definitely gonna be that self-care. Like it's always gonna be about the kids, but it's also gonna be about me too.
Absolutely.
Right now, I'm nothing. I'm not doing nothing for self-care.
What about you, Mel? So Mel doesn't have kids, which is not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all, girl.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not
Depending
bad
on how you look at it. Depending on how you look at it. I know you see these little babies and they be cute and the little heads be doing this little thing right here, the little neck, got the little fat in it, and you want to just hold them and squeeze them, but baby, you can put them down. So how does that work for you, Mel? Because you do have so much free time. Or is it, that's a good question. Or is it you really don't have free time? Do it just seem like people with kids seem like their time is always occupied? And like you supposed to just have free time because you don't have kids? How did that go for you?
Well, most of the time, what I usually do, like I'll just take myself out or something, like try to find stuff that I like to do. And I write. So pretty much that's my self-care. I just want like to help myself as far as mentally and emotionally, like take care of myself in that type of way. Because you can still have all the free time in the world, but when you just in a bad mental space or a bad emotional space, you're not gonna do nothing. Your free time is you just laying there, just laying in your own mess. You just in the bed. You don't want to do nothing and stuff. And it be days like that that I be having, especially like as far as my job, I don't like it no more. So it just like, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And we was talking about grief. My coworkers passed away. Like it just be a lot. So like, some days when I just try to pick myself up in my free time, like today, I called out, I got some sushi because I love sushi and stuff. Like, so I just try to do like little things that
I
I
feel
enjoy.
like it'd be sad that we be doing like literally some days you have to just call out because you just can't deal. Like I think these jobs they know it. Like upper management know it because before they got to the level that they at, they've been there. Like some days you just feel like super overworked. You feel underappreciated. Like it's thankless. A lot of these jobs are thankless. Like don't nobody say, oh, you on time every day, or oh, you haven't missed today, or oh, you're doing real good in what you're doing. The first thing they'll say is, calling out again, or I see you late. But they don't never think about the same life they have, we have too, and you don't know what's going on in anybody's life.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. And some of them, they can go to work every day. That's their life. Work is their life. The post office is their life. They like my supervisor, he go to work every day for the past 25 years. It's just like that's
Ain't no day off.
he don't miss no days. So it's just like me, no. I'm calling the fuck out. They already know me. I'm either gonna be late. It's like I'm dreading to go in and stuff. It's just like some people just or they use that as an escape. That's they don't want to deal with stuff or
And they
whatever.
put it all in work. We gonna get back to that. Keep that, keep that, keep that.
Yeah, because I know somebody like that.
We gonna
On
get
my
back.
old job.
We're definitely gonna get back to that. Tiara, what are you doing for self-care and to make sure Tiara good?
I self-care when I cook. I like to cook. So it keeps my mind off of everyday life. So I tend to like maybe like every other day or during the weekend when I'm off. Or just me and my cousins been going to get our nails done, get our feet done, get that little bit of to reset our minds and stuff. Or I like to watch a real good movie. Y'all know me.
You stay watching movies. Tiara
Real.
the
Hold on,
Tubi
Tubi.
queen. Tiara is the Tubi queen. You ask about what's a good movie, Tiara be like, this one right
You
now.
know all the
This is real
shows.
good.
Mhm.
This is real good. You need to watch this. What I do for self-care is ignorant. Call out. It's ignorant. It makes sense to me. Like, I call out and I like doing these bubble baths and I like Amazon home decor. Like my thing has been in my mind, I feel like a lot of times we don't even care to be where we at. But when you change the surrounding of it, it makes it more doable. Like a lot of times we have situations where we work so much hours at a job, and then it's like we clock out there and then we clock out and we clock into, okay, we'll work hours at a job, clock out of that job and clock into
Clock in
another
at
job.
home.
Cause now, boom, you got to get the kids by this time. And then now you're cooking and you're cleaning and doing all of this. And it will really make resent a place. Like I remember many a times where I'd be like, dang, I'll take that overtime instead of going home. Cause I don't even feel like cooking. I don't feel like dealing with the kids crying. I don't feel like dealing with his ass. I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? So what I decided to do was to change the scenery. I feel like put some colors up, the little air fusions, little fiery stuff, make it shiny, make it glitter. You walk in and it feels good. It's like, oh, this is what I work for.
It's
This
like
is
a
what I-
mask.
You said it's like a what?
A mask.
What does that mean?
Like you mask. I feel like you're trying to mask something. Like put a mask over whatever you're going through by decorating it. You get what I'm saying? So when people walk
Right.
into your house, they won't feel what you're going through. You have so much good shit for them to see. Oh, that's amazing. Where you get this from? So it's like a mask you're putting up. So when people come into your house, they won't feel what you really feel inside.
So that's the thing. I feel like that makes sense. That does make sense. But I feel like it's only a mask when the vibe doesn't match it.
Mhm.
So my thing is this: if I decorate things a certain type of way, right, it brings up my mood. It
Mhm.
makes me feel better about a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna act better. It's gonna be, I don't mind cooking and cleaning. I don't mind doing this because I want to upkeep it. I feel like a lot of times we don't upkeep the things that we have, and that's when it becomes the burden. It'll be a mask. It makes sense what you're saying, but in my eyes, it comes off as a mask when you're putting all this stuff up because you're trying to hide something.
Mhm.
I'm putting stuff up because I want to be okay with everything. Like these are my items that I want to put in place to have a
Mhm.
better vibe. Do that make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Because I just was like, I thought about it. I'm like, okay, it makes sense, but
Yeah, but
when I,
at the end
when I
of the
fix
day,
everything, it just feels better for me.
still gonna be
Like
going. When you sit at that nice table, you still gonna be going through whatever you get going through.
that's
That's why
facts.
it's
Yeah.
like a mask. I could put this new glass here today. Oh, this is the best glass in the motherfucking world, but still I can still later on 5 minutes picking this glass up to have a drink because I had a fucking hard ass
Hard
day.
ass day, right?
Yep.
That do make sense too. But that's my self-care. Like my self-care is
It's
actually just
feel better.
yeah,
It's
exactly. So that's why I
it's
think
temporary suppressant.
Mm-hmm.
Temporary.
that's exactly what it is. So I guess you could say that's right. Well, damn, am I self-caring then? Is that that's the question?
No, you're just temporarily fixing what you got going on. You're trying to make the situation better. You're trying to. You're not really getting to the root of what's making you feel by how you feel.
So how do y'all get to the root of what makes you feel away?
I don't.
That's something you gotta dig deep
Wait.
inside.
Yeah. Delise said I don't. Hold on, but we ain't gonna skip past that. Delise said I don't. Why?
I just don't. I'm more so. I keep stuff to myself.
Why?
I don't know.
She
It's not
probably feel
more so like
fuck.
I wouldn't necessarily say keep stuff to myself. I just have the mindset where, which is bad, it's more so I'd be like, well, somebody's going through worse than me. What I'm going through is okay compared to. Is it a good mindset? No, it's not. Because you got things to talk about, but I just rather keep it not. If it's something serious, it's gonna come out. I'm gonna talk. But I don't. It's just if it ain't that serious, then it
I'm
is
not
what
gonna
it
say it's a bad mindset, but this one I am gonna say. That can mess up friendships. And let me say why I feel like that. Because if it's important to you and you're not expressing it a lot, and honestly, all of y'all are like that. If we gonna really be honest. All of y'all, like y'all get to like certain situations where y'all going through stuff and y'all get like y'all suppress it. You get what I'm saying? Like Mel, for a fact, she go through something, she don't put it on the inside. Tierra gonna disappear. That's Tierra. And I've learned to like be okay with it. At least you gonna talk about important stuff, but you ain't gonna tell the many stuff that led up to the importance. And it's like I learned each one of my friends over the years, but it's like if I come to y'all and I'm an extra talkative person, right? So every little detail, I'm gonna call Mel. Mel, let me read this text to you. I'm gonna share my screen. And then Tiara, no, I call Tiara naked in a heartbeat. Look on my screen. Is he trying to be funny? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I'm saying all of this stuff every time I'm going through something and I'm letting it out. If I'm not on Facebook venting, I'm letting it out. But y'all got little stuff that y'all going through that leads up to something big and you're never saying nothing about it. After a while, it's gonna feel like she always talking about herself. But when do you ever like want to just let it out?
But I don't have nothing to really let out.
Yeah.
But if
Like,
it's
I don't
something
have-
bothering you,
The only thing that bothers me is not having time for me. But I'm
right?
gonna complain about that every day. This is my life. I'm a mother. I have to work. I got kids. I get overwhelmed. Am I gonna talk about that every day? I don't feel overwhelmed every day. But there are times where I am overwhelmed, and guess who I talk to about? The person I have kids with. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you about it because I do get tired, overwhelmed, but I don't have nothing serious or drama filled. Like, if I got some drama, bitch, I'm coming to tell you about that damn drama. Like, when I got
see,
that
that's the thing.
voicemail,
Like everything
I
don't
sent
have
it
to
to
be
you.
like drama filled. Like that's the whole thing. Like a lot of us, we don't really. I ain't gonna say all of us, but it don't have to be drama. You know what I mean? Like something as simple as feeling overwhelmed and just having someone there, like calling someone to say, I'm overwhelmed today. You might call me on a day when, bitch, I was overwhelmed 2 days ago and I'm still overwhelmed and I'm in this right now. And we, even if we ain't got shit good to say to each other, bitch, we could cry and drink together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I think like when you learn your friends, you learn to be okay with it and you don't want to poke them. Like I be wanting to like get in Tierra inbox and be like, bitch, disappear again. And I'm gonna come fight you, ho. Because I'm tired of this shit. But I know Tierra, like Tierra don't mean no harm by it. Like when Tierra just disappeared, like I had friends that when they disappear, it ain't because they trying to figure them out and get their shit together. It's because they fake mad at you about some shit you don't even know. It never be a time where Tierra disappear and I'll be like, what the fuck I say on social media to piss her off? I just know that's her personality. You gotta like look at the calendar and be like, oh damn. All right, yeah. She did around this time, this how she gets sometimes. You know what I mean? But how do we
That's
fix
because
that? How do
I
we
be
fix
going
that
through
as
my own
friends?
thing. I don't know. I don't know how to be honest. I don't know how to fix it because I've been like this. But it's gotten worse because a lot of stuff I still be going through by myself. So I learned how to deal with stuff by myself, and not to say that in a bad way, but I've learned how to distant and because sometimes I be going through too much stuff. I talk to y'all or however it goes, we back and forth exchanging. And even with my everyday with my family, constantly, listening to a lot of stuff in my head, I can't take too much. So I have to pull myself away and reset everything because I'm trying to figure out how to fix y'all problem, how to do this, how to do that. And on top of myself, I'm going through 10 million things in my head.
Mhm.
So sometimes I do have to take a step back because it's like I'm picking up all y'all energy at the same time, and none of it is like it's like draining to me.
Right.
So I have to step back and get my together because if not, I'm mentally fucking insane, and I don't want to be mentally insane.
Mel, why you step back?
You know me, I'm just used to just like suppressing stuff. So especially like I guess how I grew up, you know, when you want to talk and whatever, oh, ain't nothing wrong with you and da da da. Oh, don't cry over spilled milk, or why you still thinking about that and stuff. So it's like when you constantly have that and stuff and you trying to adjust like in adulthood and trying to express yourself, I'll be having trouble expressing myself and feelings and stuff. So it's just like I feel like that's just trauma pretty much.
Right.
And I feel like that's why I am the way I am. I am trying to learn to, to work through that
You're doing better.
because, like, I don't want to be selfish with my feelings, but it's just like sometimes I don't know how I'm supposed to feel.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want it to feel like it's stupid or whatever. Or if I'm thinking about like something that happened to me when I was a kid or something, it just like, I don't feel like now, I don't feel like it's stupid. Like back then, I just felt like all
I'm
that
not
stuff.
supposed to think about this.
Yeah, it's like you put a mental block on it. Like that's it. But when stuff trigger me and stuff, it just like nobody's not gonna understand because I ain't talk about it. Like it's
Mhm.
like stuff. So
And that's real good that you said that, because not you per se, but when you get there, like all of us have kids.
mhm,
Mel, you're gonna have kids when it's time for you to have kids. But it's like, if we don't learn how to deal with stuff like this now, like think about it when your kids get older. Like I have a 13-year-old, and I never been a shutdown person. I never been the type of person to when I go through stuff, just keep it to myself. Cause y'all know I'm gonna go off. Like I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna write it, I don't care. And even that's not good either, because everything ain't for everybody. And not just that, like people want to see you messed up. Like it's people out here that really live for, oh, she having a bad day. Yes. Like,
Oh, they'll be happy.
and my thing is, I done got to the point where it's like, I don't care if you happy that I'm having a bad day. I just don't want to end here, because my attitude is nasty. Like, and I don't want it to just be sitting on me. And then something as small as I come home and goddamn dishes ain't done again. And now I'm exploding because I done kept so much stuff in. But
Mhm.
like, I don't feel like how I do things or how y'all do things is a bad way. I just feel like all of us need to find a way to deal with stuff and make sure it don't affect what goes on around us. Like if I'm a vent and go off or whatever, I need to do it in a way where I get whatever I gotta get off my chest, but the people that's around me don't feel disrespected or don't feel like I'm playing.
Mhm.
Like if y'all want to be isolated or shut down on some days, then that's how y'all do it. But not to a point where the kids feel like they can't talk to you because during this time or this season, you don't want to talk at all. Or
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like I feel like we all just need to find our own way or whatever.
Yeah, I think with me, I'm just laid back. Like a lot of things don't bother me. And shit, I think it was always like that, honestly. I'm
Why
not
do you
even
think
gonna
things
lie.
don't bother you?
I teach my kids too.
Said, why do I think things don't bother me?
Yeah.
One, because if I can't control it or if it's out of my control, why is it bothering me?
Because it's a
And
principle.
it's not a bad, it's like, literally, if that is out of my control, okay. I don't know.
I got to
like,
that point with a lot of things. I feel
Like-
like if you don't try every different aspect and avenue, like that's how I feel about a lot of stuff.
like
I done
I'm
tried
at
it this
the
way.
point-
I done tried it that way. I done tried it this way. So at this point, if none of these things are affecting you or it's not reaching you or you don't feel like there's a need to change because you see me acting in all these different aspects, at this point, it's like,
yeah. And like, it was to a point where old friendships, I was like trying to justify or like not even justify, but like, I don't want to put it.
make excuses.
No, not excuses. It's more so I know who I am. I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. And I would try to like
Preserve
sort
the
of like,
friendship.
no. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is pretty much like, if somebody say you did something, you know you ain't doing, you want to defend yourself, right?
Absolutely.
It got to the point where I defended myself. I done said it 100 fucking times. If you don't believe it, I don't give a fuck. So
Period.
now it's to the point where I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me or anything. I don't give a shit. That's your opinion in your head. I'm
Mhm.
not about to waste my time to fucking make you believe what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. And I'm not about to keep on repeating myself. You're not about to go through it.
See, that's my
And that's
thing.
how and that's how I kind of like go through everything. Like, you think this? Okay. You think that? Okay. Just don't say shit about my kids. Now we got problems. But other than that, I don't give a fuck with nobody. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't like. I just whatever.
with
Okay.
situations like that, I feel like that's how people are premeditatedly thinking. Like if somebody said I did something, I know I didn't do it, or somebody is trying to put this image of me out that is not how I am, and you believe it, and I'm telling you, like, come on, like let the timeline flow. Like, have you ever seen me act in this manner, or whatever the
Mhm.
case may be, and you still believe it? That's how you always start, and that's what you want to believe. And that's just that. At that point, like I gotta wash my hands, because it's like you obviously feel I'm this type of person. And if I'm telling you I'm not that type of person, and I never showed you that type of person, even when you gave me reason to show you that type of person, and I didn't, salute.
If a person
What
say
up?
that shit over and over again and repeat themselves and saying this to you, they mean what they say. They mean ain't no way
Yeah.
about it. They done thought about this multiple times and now they just saying it. You didn't say it once, you saying it multiple times. So I know you've been
Multiple
thinking.
times. And then guess what? Yeah, I be mad at when I don't explain myself. I ain't explain myself no fucking body. Shit.
I still
Maybe
explain
they
myself because
Mm.
I have an issue, an image issue. Not like, oh, I care how I look. Some things baffle me. Like they said what? And it'll hurt my feelings, because it'd be like the people that you think will have your back like this to go to bat for you and be like, she'll never do no shit like that. She ain't never say no shit like that. Or even when the information comes to them and they supposed to like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit because that ain't even her. They don't do it. So it's not my place to explain myself, but somewhere in here, I feel like I gotta like really explain to people, like, so when you did this and I didn't do nothing, wouldn't that be a perfect time for me to do that? So now I want to do this now. Why would I do this now? You know what I mean? But
And that's what happened. Like when if you had to constantly keep doing that, at a point in time, you're gonna not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like if you gotta constantly keep doing that, at a point in time, it's like, oh, what the fuck? I don't care. And that's how it that's how it got. And it's not even
My bad.
it's just in general. I'm not about to sit over here and explain myself to like I'm not even gonna say defend myself. It's more so like I know who I am. You know who I am.
mhm,
If you choose to believe what you want to believe,
you always believe.
I'm not about to sit here and make you believe what we already know. And if you don't believe it, because it's obviously you felt that way already. And I don't care. Like I really like
That be my thing. I
I'm
still
chill
care.
as fuck.
Like
I really am.
my thing is I be caring, because in my mind I be feeling like, dog, it's me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's just the person I am. Like it be, and people don't realize, like it be the same people that hear something, take it and run. You done heard shit about them 100-fold. Like, you know what I mean? Like you done heard it so many times, and every single time you gave them benefit of the doubt, or you don't feed into it. You
Mm-hmm.
always keep them on this pedestal right here. They wouldn't do nothing like that. And then the one time it come back to you, they got you down here. Yeah, they said, and this what they said, and it sound right, and it sound good, and they be like,
Mm.
and that's why I be feeling like I need to explain. But let's switch. Let's
People
switch
like
field. let's switch fields again. Because this is really good. We can talk about this for hours, but some things I
Yeah,
realize that don't even need to be talked about. Like it don't even be about beef. It don't be about, oh, I don't like this person no more, or nothing like that. It just be like at a certain point in life, you just gotta be like, I can't go back and forth with you.
Because it be
Mm.
point.
I can't keep defending my character to you.
exactly.
Because somewhere in the back
I'm
of your
not
head,
gonna-
you already have it made up that I'm this type of person. And
Mhm.
if my actions ain't show enough what type of person I am, then what more do I have to say?
Right.
Mhm.
And that's how I look at pretty much.
Straight
Like,
small talk.
I used to, I guess I probably used to care what people thought about me.
I do.
I don't care no more. I'm sorry.
Like people be having secret animosity towards you without even telling you they have secret animosity to you.
Girl.
I've been through
They
that
be
too.
up under you for fucking years. Friend this, friend that. But secretly hating you. That's the
Mhm.
thing.
They don't hate you, they hate themselves. Let me tell you something I learned.
Girl, I've been told that I think I'm too good
Listen,
several times. And
listen,
I'm like, baby,
I'm realizing
you
that
think I'm too good. Because I don't think that. I never
Yeah.
think
I'm
I'm too
realizing
good.
that this is how they are.
They
Like,
ain't have you
so
got this.
these are the things. Like,
together.
let's I'm always gonna give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
So this is what I'm gonna say. A lot of times in these friendships, situations, relationships, or whatever, when you have people that feel like certain ways towards you, it's either they've been through it before and they don't trust nobody at all. So they got like the walls up, and anything that look like something, they want to take it and run with it. Then you have some people that like will literally sit around you, and just because life ain't life and for them at the moment, they feel like it's an attack. They gotta attack you. And I can't get with none of that. Like on either situation. Like my whole thing is when stuff happens for people, I'm a clap.
Mhm.
When stuff happens for me, I expect you to clap. When shit ain't hitting for both of us, it just ain't hitting. Like, we're not about to sit back here and say, I'm jealous of you or you jealous of me, but just because of something. Like, all of this shit is materialistic. Like, when I tell you, and I would tell people to this day, like, I have so many people. And if I'm lying, I'm going through with T, I could motherfucking drop screenshots. I have so many people that will hop in my inbox and be like, oh, you're doing so great. And da 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 da. And you're doing amazing. And I will really have to remind them, like, okay, I appreciate it. I get what you're trying to say, but I still to this day had my best moments in North New Jersey on motherfucking Hunterdon, on fucking 106 Lincoln, on fucking Park Ave. Like, and they ain't got nothing to
Don't
do.
forget about Littleton or whatever fuck that block was, bitch.
I ain't had no good time.
We had some great times. What you talking about?
I ain't had no good thoughts on Littleton. But the more the story is like everything is it's a process. It's not even just a process, it's timing. If it ain't your time,
Timing.
it's your time. You can't do what another person do
Yeah.
and
Mental.
expect. You can't. That's too.
Outcome.
You
Mental.
can't. I could get out here and I could look up one of my favorite authors, or I could look up one of my favorite celebrities and copy everything they do. And guess what? It's not gonna feel the same for me. But guess wanna why? Because they doing it in purpose. I'm doing it in portraying. That's the problem.
Mhm.
Like it be people portraying shit and it's not their purpose. And then when it don't happen for them the same way, you could work the same job as me, you could live in the same house as me, you could drive the same car as me, you could fuck on the same nigga that I fuck on or mess with or whatever, and you won't get the same results.
Mhm.
Because what's for you is for you. I could do the same shit you doing
It don't work out for you.
and it don't work out for me. Like you, Delise just said, literally, I like my job. There's nothing I can complain about right now other than lectures. I could get up right now with the funds in my account and apply for a goddamn EMT school. I could put a deposit down right now and I could be in school Monday. Guess what? The feeling she had is not going to be the feeling I had. Want to know why?
That's her passion. That's what she wanted to do. She always wanted to do that. I'm doing it because Delise happy. Now I'm in a whole nother job with the same, I eat dick face, mad because it's not for me. You know what I mean? And I hate that. Like, so many people lose good friendships. Like, I mean, solid shit, like years worth of shit. You lose
Years don't always mean shit.
years don't mean shit. We'll get to that next. But you
I
lose like a
gotta
good,
go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
don't give her wine.
I can hear y'all.
Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
I can't because once I say it, I'm uploading.
This is real, okay? I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back.
But the more the story is, my thing is, I feel like friendship is gonna come in different seasons. I done seen seasons when me and Tiara would hang around each other all the time, and she was the happiest in her relationship. And me and my nigga at the time was beating each other the fuck up, or really mad at each other, or he ain't believe nothing I had to say. I was just the biggest liar in the world. I probably was. The more the story is, I'm not gonna sit back there and say, Tiara little relationship going well these days. For what?
Without even knowing
Yeah.
that I was going through shit my damn self.
Exactly. With that being said, like my whole thing is everybody's situation is it goes through its moments. Like me and Mel both had. Well, okay, no. Mel been federal 10 years. Big dog. I've been federal 3 years, but I've been in my career the same amount of time as Mel. Mel will tell me about stuff that go on in her job or whatever, or little stuff that she'll be doing. At any given moment, I had an opportunity to hate. Like, they always having fun. She always doing this in her job. She going wherever she want. She can do this. She can do that. I can't. I'm about to work at the post office. I wish I would go work at the post office because she's smiling about it, and I hate my job to the core. Like, people have to understand that in order to keep a friendship going, you got to be able to be happy for a person when they're happy, and when they mad, and just leave it as that. Nothing in between.
Yeah.
Me and Delise, matter of fact, Delise, remember? Me and Delise had a not even a real beef. Tiara, remember? We didn't even have a real beef. Like, it was a baby beef. Like, me and Delise had a beef this big. The only time me and Delise ever had, listen, the only time me and Delise ever had a real beef this big is because I was a hater, dog. I was a hater. Like, Delise had wound up me and her baby daddy, and they were just so in love. And Tiara could vouch to this day. I tell Tiara, like, she's so fake. Now she want to be around him all the time. She supposed to come over here with us, Tiara. We supposed to smoke, but it's just me and you. And it's because I was mad. And when you realize stuff like that, when you got real good friends, and Tiara just be looking like, bitch, please. When you got real good friends, they'll call you out on your shit. Hate is the biggest reason why people ain't friends no more. You be hating over shit that you don't even know nothing about. Delise and that nigga could have been arguing the whole time. All I was seeing was he was bringing nips of liquor. She was smiling all the time.
On the airport.
That man would come with these little bottles, and he'll be like, "Hey, Delise." Delise be like, "Hey," and I be like, "Hey."
Now he come with big bottles, baby. No, we ain't together though, but still.
Whatever. Anyway, the more the
We
story,
ain't together. Nah.
I guess
You childish.
you're not
It is-
together, but
I get what I want.
period.
It just
You
sucks.
got
when
people
being
that's together that ain't even doing all of that. So take your what how they say it on TikTok? A win is a win. A win is a win.
When
But the more the story is, I feel like your friendship got to be fightable. You got to be able to fight with your friends. They got to be able to fight with you. but y'all can't fight against each other. When it gets to a point where y'all beefing every other freaking day about nothing,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't me. No matter how much time, like who was it, Delise, that said years don't mean nothing. That goes for anything. Friendships, relationships, even like with Mel, a job. Like Mel, we was in one office damn near 11 years. Just because you invest all your time in a place, sometimes it's time for you to say, you know what?
I don't want this anymore.
I can't.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it's not as easy as it.
It's not. Because you get comfortable and all that stuff.
You get used
You
to it.
used
You
to it.
settle.
You get used to it. You settle. And a lot of people do be settling in a lot of stuff, relationships, careers, and all types of stuff. And if you ain't passionate about it,
But the thing about it is, you also, and see, and that's what people don't realize. Like with a job, you could just say, all right, you got 15 years of my life, I'm done. I'm gonna chase my dream. And it happens. With a friendship, you could say, look, bitch, me and you been beefing for 10 years. I'm done. And it happens. Relationships are tricky because you could say, I'm done, and the other person want to fight, and then it cause y'all have to be able to agree. I can speak on that.
mhm.
Y'all have to, if I say, okay, it's been such and such years, and this is how I'm feeling about it. Nothing is changing. I'm ready to go. And the other person say, no, I want to fight. Then what?
Then what?
I just want to hear what y'all got to say.
Yourself. You gotta do what makes you happy at the end of the day.
You do, but the whole thing about it is, do you want to, even if you feel like this is not a situation for you, you feel like there's something else, or even if it's not something else, you just want to choose you. Do you want to make a person feel stupid? Do you want to embarrass them? Do you want to just put them out
No.
there? Like my whole thing is like people be so quick to say, people will be so. I'm speaking from a married standpoint. People will be so quick to say, you gotta do what's best for you. If a person say that they're not on the same page as you, like you don't want to fight, they want to fight for it. So you supposed to just surprise them with what, divorce papers?
No, separate. There's always separation before divorce.
Understandable, not all the time. But my whole thing is, you say separate. What does the person say? I ain't trying to do that. Then what you supposed to do? You supposed to just you supposed to let a person that fought with you for years come home to emptiness because you went and ran and got a new apartment. Some things are more complicated than what social media and text messages and random shit is.
If you're not happy, you're supposed to settle and stay.
No, absolutely not. But my whole thing is, I feel like you're supposed to figure something out. I don't feel like making somebody that been in your corner forever. That's like, okay.
What about some type of compromise?
Exactly. I feel like it should be mutual. I don't feel like neglecting and abandonment is the key. Because let me tell you what happened when you neglect and abandon people. Resentment comes. And the resentment may not be directly towards you. Y'all got kids, or it's all on them. From a woman's standpoint, now he don't want to see his kids. From a male standpoint, now I'm on child support. Now I can't get my kids. I'm being difficult about everything. Something as simple as pick them Saturday at 12 because I know that you don't get off of work until this time. I'm gonna pick that date and that time.
Just what if y'all been going through this for years already?
Mm-hmm.
So are you still supposed to compromise how you feel about leaving?
I feel like compromising
another 4 or 5 years if he's gonna change or she gonna change.
I feel like compromising. What you think, Delise? Because I feel like compromising ain't got no time point on it. I feel like when even if you don't be in love with a person or something like that, I feel like a respect level is still given. That's just that. Like if I was a guy, I'm gonna speak from a guy standpoint because most of the time it be the women that do stuff like that. From a guy, if I was a guy which I'm not, obviously.
So how can you speak on it if you ain't a guy, nigga?
But that's what I'm
So,
saying. What I'm saying is, if I was a guy, I would never want to come home and my shit empty. I would at least want the conversation.
So you would never want to come home with your shit empty.
Mhm.
All right.
So
So,
don't
who,
make it that way.
who wanted to try? The female, the male? Like somebody wanted to try. And
If the female say, I want to go, and the male say no, as a male, I feel like I deserve a conversation, or I deserve something.
Okay.
More
How
than
many
just,
times did y'all have this conversation?
That's
I mean,
what
I
I'm
don't know. I'm just
So,
saying in
all
general.
right. No. All right. So I'm gonna put it like this. Say for instance, the female. Okay. All right. The female is done. You know how long it take a female to be done?
Ooh,
A
years.
long time.
long time.
Long time. The female can sit over here and make threats.
A
Not like
female goes
physical,
she go physical.
not physical threats, but oh, I'm done, I'm leaving. They make those a lot. And the male, what they gonna do? Act right for a certain amount of time. Then they're gonna go back to what the fuck they was doing before that.
Mhm.
At a point in time, a female's gonna get fucking tired of that shit.
Mhm.
So now it's like, okay, I'm tired. I'm done. You want to do what? Try. I'm done. So yeah, you come home to your shit empty or however you feel is because you constantly kept
It's 'cause
thinking
you
that
want it.
you kept thinking that I was fucking joking.
Mhm.
Now I'm serious. Like them conversations been had plenty of times. Me, the female left because she was fucking done. That
Mhm.
conversation that you think that we should have had
So you
been
feel
had.
like if a female doesn't just go, then she's not done?
Yeah.
If she's staying, no, she still got hope that it's gonna get right.
If she ain't fucking leave when she said that she done, we all done said we done a million fucking time. We
I
still
don't
stayed
agree.
somewhere.
You wanna know why? And Tiara, you know me very well with relationships. I don't agree with stuff like that. I don't agree that a person is not done if they stay.
I gotta come
because
back. My mom called me.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like just because a person say they're done or whatever, and they feel like they're done and they don't go, I don't feel like it's always they're not done or there's hope. I feel like sometimes it be you want to make sure that person's okay too. Cause you know you're gonna be okay.
Mhm.
And that could be a part of it as well. It's not necessarily saying that because they said that they was done. Maybe you want to make sure the other person is good as
Yeah.
well. Because if y'all was living in a situation where y'all was however it was, maybe spend the bills together, or maybe you was paying more and the other person was paying less, and you want to make sure that this person is able to afford or take care of the responsibility when it's not a two person
What if
household.
it's not financial? What if you just want to make sure the person's okay up here? Because the whole thing about it is like the person could go, like you could leave, and then they could pay this, they could pay that, they could pay that. But if they're not right here, then how they gonna be right for the kids?
Okay, so now,
But is it them making an excuse they're not right in the head because they still have hope that you'll stay? Or are they mentally really not prepared for you leaving? That's the part you get stuck on too. Cause like, is you playing me still, or are you really mentally gonna be fucked up when I walk out this door?
Right, because motherfuckers will act fucked up.
or
And
did you just get
I
fucked up?
listen, and the moment that you walk out, you be like, who the heck?
Or did you just not think a bitch
Hey, wait,
was gonna bounce back and be able to do it?
Go look at her page. Go look at her page. I can't see.
Like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so now you thought the person wasn't mentally ready to do it. So in your mind, you was thinking that you was still gonna be needed. And then when they up and did it, now you like, damn, that's your fault. Cause in the day, I'm pretty sure it was
Because a lot of
you know,
times, they delete me. You were just talking about this. A lot of times, people, you think a person won't be able to swim.
and they fucking know how to fucking swim.
When
No,
you walk
you
away,
thought a person was gonna drown and that motherfucker learned how to swim.
big
Yeah.
swim,
I said that.
So, like, oh, you thought that
Delete.
person was gonna drown.
big
They
swim.
was gonna need you. They need that little float life, whatever the fuck it's called.
Life
And
jacket.
there you go. They don't need
That's
it now,
not,
baby.
look, that's not our business. We're not in the swimming department, but whatever. The floaty device, whatever it's called. The moral of the story is a
Floaty.
lot of times people do be underestimated. And then they win, big win.
That's
And then
what
they-
I
and then-
said.
and then
What
they
I said.
stuck.
What I said. That's why I just said what
That's
I
why
said.
you want Tiara.
That's why I said what I said.
That's what I said. What I said.
Hey, okay.
You can't
I love
like.
the fact that because I've been dreading doing a video
Mhm.
for like a minute. Like, first of all, when it comes down to podcasting, it's very hard to get the people to be on the track on the same accord. As we know from us waiting at 8 o'clock for the video that we were gonna have, we're not gonna talk about it because when it come out, y'all see. But I like the fact that I have y'all ugly bitches.
Girl, I'm gorgeous.
Look at Dewey's face. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. No, but I'm
No, I'm
glad
tired of
because
hearing that
sometimes
from
you just have like so much on your mind, and everybody is like in their space. Like, Tiara, you don't miss no day's work. Me, I call out on a Tuesday and be like, Tiara, and you be like, I'm at work. And it's like it'd be good that you could just have people that you could just link up with, and they're the same people that seen you throughout all parts. Like, Delise literally was there. We ain't gonna talk about it, but Delise was literally there when I first got my first apartment
Mm-hmm.
and all the drama with me and my mama. But
Mama.
and like me and Tiara like damn near live together, like in Jersey. Without being said, look, without being said, we live together.
We live together, y'all.
Whatever. But the more the story is, it's good that you can have timeless friendships. Like, so many people don't make it through test.
Yeah, cause see where the fuck you came from.
Oh, we met in school, girl.
Like,
We was
you
doing
just,
a
like,
book.
where the fuck you came from?
Here we go.
In school, bruh. Me and her was in school at what was it called?
I know,
School.
fucking Drake.
Drake.
Drake College.
Yeah.
I came like boom. Guess who stepped in the room?
The more the
That's how
story
you
is,
can
it
tell
be good.
that I'm not
I
a
think
jealous friend. That's how you can tell I'm not a jealous friend. Cause bitch, you just came out of fucking nowhere.
And you
Delise
love
isn't a- but
you love me.
I'm a
Like,
jealous
you literally
friend.
came out of nowhere.
I'm a jealous friend. I'm a jealous friend. But it is good. Like, oh, and then Mel, I left freaking Jersey and then moved to Virginia. And
You
then we
needed a friend, so I wasn't made.
linked
But I
up.
still can't. I came and
Me
visit
and
every
Mel linked up.
motherfucking
Look,
state.
me and Mel linked up on accident. We linked up because when I first seen Mel, I was looking at her like this.
And I was like,
Every damn state
When Mel
she
came in
moved
the room,
to.
I'm looking like, she really here right now.
I was
And
like,
it's
hey.
just like we just locked in. And I think that's what everybody needs. I think everybody needs friends that been there through all parts of life.
Right.
That see you here. And then like when you go through stuff and you act a certain type of way, they like, you mad because she busted a window? Oh, I remember her when she'll blow the whole car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they'll see growth and they'll see when you getting off track. And I'm just appreciative. I got the friends I have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people I speak to. And I'm not gonna say I have a lot of people I'm comfortable talking to because I talk to anybody. I don't mind talking about nothing. I wear everything I do on my sleeve because
Yeah,
Who the
you're
fuck-
friendly. Hoe.
who the fuck is anybody to judge me off anything for real? Like, I care about what people think, but at the same time, like, I don't mind talking about stuff because it's like, you're gonna talk about what?
So that's just how I be feeling. But I'm glad I have like real genuine friends that like been around, and it's never no weird stuff. Like it's never no we
Ooh,
our distance come from Tierra disappear, Delise locked in, and Mel at work. That be our
Alright now. Don't move nowhere else. I ain't coming to no other state to see your ass. Bitch, I've been fucking hopping on planes and fucking buses to every fucking state your ass went to. That's it. Don't move out the country, bitch. I ain't coming.
and when I moved to Japan,
Bitch, I'm coming.
Japan.
and you're
I'm coming.
I
I'll
don't
be
know the
Japan.
Japan.
hey, wait, look, y'all don't end the thing. I'm about to end the recording. Let's end this off with we don't talk about so much stuff. We talked about
Where the
grief, we talked
questions
about
at?
friendship. Exactly. We talked about grief, we talked about friendships, and we talked about a little bit of everything because actually we was tipsy, y'all. We was waiting for somebody to join because we had a special episode, but y'all gonna see that soon. But we did pick out a couple of questions. We're gonna end with that. Y'all don't log off because I still want to talk to y'all. And so as y'all know, I had ordered some Ace metaphor cards a long time ago. Y'all probably don't remember because I didn't do a video in so long, but I'm back in. Okay. But I have new cards. I have Ace metaphors debate. Before it was about relationships and stuff like that, but it's 2023 and we in what season? Yeah. We on our debating shit right now. I was about to say what season we was in, but never mind.
It's a
So we're gonna we're gonna end this with these couple of questions, a little portion of my favorite song, and we're gonna be out. So the first question is, a woman shaves her head without telling her man. He leaves because he no longer feels attracted to her. Is he superficial?
Yeah.
I feel like attraction, if you're attracted, I'm answering.
Yeah, he's superficial. At the end of the day, that's like saying if we was in a relationship, God forbid, and I had cancer, you're not gonna love me because my hair fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
For better, for worse.
Like at the end of the day, you're supposed to love me for who I am, for who the person I am in an inside.
Attraction is bigger than looks.
Exactly. So it was like, if
You got
I
other
big,
personality.
I don't
Everything.
know.
I
Because
was
I
like,
want to make
why
a
did
joke
she
out of
shave
it.
her head?
you said what?
Why did she shave her head? Because it's like I gotta
But
have
that's
the
what
best.
women do.
I don't know. Like, did she be like, did she
Cut my
watch the
hair
video
off.
like
I cut my hair.
Because it's stipulations. Like I say what Delise said, pregnant, your hair fall out. And
Not
you know,
pregnant
and
kids
that's
a
the
big
Cancer
circumstances.
girl. I would
Okay,
that was just
but
an
she just
example.
shaved her head. So like, is he really like if she just shaved it just to shave it? Like she's
Okay,
like,
so
fuck
what if she was going through some type of something,
Midlife crisis.
a midlife crisis or some shit
see,
like that?
that's why I was like,
Felt
why you
like,
more background? Did she just shave it off rip? Like, did she just?
what if it? Okay, so
No.
let's say for instance, like she had long hair and she
Yeah.
wanted to go not completely bald, but get like a short, not like a shortcut, but like you know
A pixie.
something like that. And maybe he only attracted to in his mind he like her better with long hair. But at the end of the day, if she cut her hair, you should supposed to like her regardless, whether her hair is long.
If you're attracted to me, you should be attracted to my personality. You should be attracted to the person I am.
Yeah.
But I get you, Mel, though, because if she just come in the house with a bald head, then it's kind of suspect, though. Like,
Like
Like,
you
what
just
you trying to leave?
Like,
And he's like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
like he's supposed to rub that bald head and be like, "Hey, babe, I love you."
Mr. Clean.
like, come on, piss.
Back
Hold
and
on,
say,
y'all. We got to
"Grab
wrap this up because we've been up here for a minute.
All right,
Hold
next
on.
question.
Next question. An old sex tape leak. Wait.
This one gonna be funny.
Wait a minute, I read that wrong. An old sex tape of you and your ex leak online. You tell your current significant other and they ask you to send the footage to them. Would you?
No. Like, why
No.
would he want?
Like, it's
why would
already
he
up
want
there. You
that?
ain't see it.
I'm
Oh
going on
well.
10. Let me be clear. I'm going on 10 because why you want to watch
Yeah.
him dogging me? And honestly, let's be for real. You asked me to send it because you want to see if he one of these and you one of these. That's why you asked me to send it. No. Next,
But I feel like that's weird. Like, why would you ask for that?
I get real mad about that.
I'm like, you
All
gotta
right, next
search for
question.
it.
Mm-mm.
Next question. Your significant other,
Mhm.
opposite sex friend, who they call a sibling, is staying the night with the two of you. During the drinking game, you found out they slept with each other years ago. What happens next?
That's an
I'm on
argument.
10 because y'all trying to be funny. You been through this. Why you ain't tell me? Why she ain't tell me? Y'all ain't here being funny. So when you come to stay the night, y'all be doing this while I'm asleep. What's up?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Nice
but
thinking. Think shit.
because you should have told me.
You should have told.
Now
That's
she's sitting around me all day and I'm making jokes about you. Oh, no, stop. And she listening and she
But-
already know what it's hitting like.
I know. I'll be mad as hell. Oh, so you had the dick before. And y'all over
So,
here trying to
Exactly. I'll be like, put my cup down.
they
Put my
trying to
cup down, ho.
All right.
All right, we on the last two. Your significant other wants you to include the mother or father of their child in the wedding party. Is that okay?
No. What
Yeah.
the fuck she get the wedding party for? The wedding not for her. It's for us.
It depends, because if like literally, like say for instance, like in a relationship, and Rob and the person I'm in a relationship become cool, he could be in the way if he okay.
I feel like it'd be
It's all more so like a maturity thing. Like me and Rob, like we're just like, maybe I'm lying a little bit, but
okay.
anyway.
So with that being said, I feel like
No,
I
it
feel
all
like-
depends. If everything like it, honestly, it really all depends because maybe I would want him to be.
Jalise, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
You gonna walk your twin daughters down the aisle to Rob's wife?
Yes, I would. If it went the right way, yes, I would.
Long as she's mature. Like I said,
We all got to be mature about the
Exactly.
situation.
So
the
that's the
proper
thing.
channels
If
got to be
we
worked
all-
out.
and we all in a good space. Like for example, when my baby father got married, I would have went to that wedding. Shit, I would have danced with his wife because shit, your problem, not mine. And we ain't
That's
beefing.
different. You're not in the party. You're just at the reception. I do not want to walk down the aisle to anybody. It don't have nothing to do with that because I feel like it's not about me and me being there. It's like, oh well, why the fuck is she walking down the aisle when it's not supposed to be about me? It's supposed to be about them. Let them walk down the aisle. I'll see y'all
It's
later.
not about you if you walking down the aisle though.
It's gonna
But
look
they're gonna
weird.
make it about her. Cause they're gonna be like, who is that? Oh, that's some other.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know how
That's-
people are.
Good, guess what? When I told y'all
All
before,
right, look, last one, and then we're gonna play the song and we're gonna say bye to everybody. Your parents,
yeah,
your parents say that they will disown you if you continue to date your significant other. Are you gonna continue the relationship? I'm gonna stick beside him. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna say the relationship, but it might be clear. My parents told me that I shouldn't mess with somebody before. And they was broke. My daddy was paying all my rent.
I'm trying to figure out what person you talking
And I was pregnant.
Pregnant.
My uncle came and everybody just was like, what are you doing, baby girl? And I stuck beside him. Did it work out? No. And that's okay. But I just felt like I don't feel like where a person it depends on why they tell me to stop messing with them. It didn't give a specific reason. So if he was beating me the fuck up and my parents say, all right, look, you gotta stop.
Do you really think
I'm-
he's gonna beat you the fuck up though?
Who? That person?
Anybody?
No, I beat him up. And anybody needs to know I'm gonna Tyson, mink. Like, yeah. But I feel like it depends. Sierra, you know.
It depends on why they telling me not to.
Yeah, if you're telling me not to mess with them because y'all catching them with different females and stuff, either
Then
way,
okay, you have every right. You don't want your child to be dogged out
right?
by a male, female. So of course, like
I feel like my hair got a. Anyway,
What's the next question?
that was the
that
last.
was the last one.
Echo,
Oh.
play big move. Echo.
She said no.
Echo said, good night.
See you tomorrow.
You might as well sing it. I'm in a big mood.
Cause we
Y'all
can't
got
hit.
these girls by. Hold on, wait, hold on.
We can't hit.
What you listen to the weird?
She
Y'all
listening
better
to
watch this video.
We
And
can't
don't
hit
see
it.
my
music.
inbox.
We
Come
can't
in my
hear
inbox.
what you listening to.
Can
what
she
was
hear?
you listening to?
Could y'all hear the music?
No.
No.
Really?
That's embarrassing. You
Oh,
what you listening to?
really?
We dead serious.
Echo, stop. Y'all can't hear my background?
No,
No.
turn it up.
Oh my God, let me play.
That's embarrassing.
That is hilarious. I was so turned up.
That's
You ain't
something
see all of
so-
our faces looking like, what the hell?
You can start dancing.
This is
I was like, we don't hear
I'm definitely
nothing.
gonna share this. That's how y'all know we be having some authentic shit. Because listen, y'all, I was really partying. Let me see if y'all can hear it with my phone. That's funny. Y'all can't hear my background, so that means my kids could be bad. Let me see. That is hilarious. And I turned it up. Could y'all hear it? No?
That sound like, back in the day when we used to make the voicemails.
Could y'all hear it? Could y'all hear it?
Yes.
Barely.
Like,
No?
this
Anyway, y'all can go on YouTube for yourselves and look up Big Trilla, Big Move, and period.
Yeah, I say blessed and peaceful. Be like me. Don't give a shit. Good night. No, I'm playing.
All right, Tiara, what you got? How we gonna end it? What you
I
got?
really
T?
don't give a shit.
what?
You supposed to say a goodbye.
See y'all.
Man, what
They
you got?
stop.
Peace out.
I got two phones, one for the plug and one for the.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh shit. Oh my God, this is so ghetto right now. I'm trying to stop the recording, y'all. Bye, y'all.